इधर की कोई आए नहीं करना
दो लगती है एक कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए और एक राउंड के लिए अभी पर उसको वैसे चाहिए था कुछ नहीं पता तेरे को लाता तो है नहीं कुछ
वो महीना इतना बड़ा कैसे लाएगा महीना
अबे तेरे को पकड़ के नहीं लाया उसके लाता है रात भर नहीं पकड़ के लाने के लिए नहीं लाया
क्या था एकदम मुझे हाथ निकालने को शर्म आता है
हम यार नहीं है कल का नहीं आता
उल्टा डालने पर
बहुत पेपर क्या हर रोज अलग-अलग सेकंड बस उसके हिसाब से निकाल कुछ नहीं लाया
एक पेन लाया
एक पेन
मैं भूल गया मैसेज कर दी
थैंक यू मैसेज कर दे गुड डे गुड डे देख मत बस
दूसरा दोस्त चाहे और
अब शब्द अपने के लिए बदल करते हैं स्कूल में
नेशनल मैच से गया ये बात है
उससे ही तो कहता ना मेरे पास वो फिर आज ऐसे ही होते हैं ऐसा नहीं है मैक्सिमम
लेना
दे बोर्ड पे एक स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं बनाई और जिसमें बना तेरे जब मॉडल में थे और क्या है ऐसा
तो पे शुरू किया होगा
तेरे पास दोस्त के
देना स्किल तो दे हो गया
सबसे
हो गया
आगे
तुम्हें कुछ नहीं करना गाना का चौथा कुछ नहीं हाँ
नाम आए तो
नहीं
तो
ठीक है स्वाति सीता लक्ष्मी
लक्ष्मी
लक्ष्मी ये तो हो गया
सीता लक्ष्मी हो वो है क्लास की क्लास
नहीं कौन से मेरे के वो बोर्ड के पेपर लगे
नहीं वो प्रेजेंट है क्लास टीचर है भाई अटेंड किसने किया वो क्या आयुष की क्लास उसके खरगोरिया नहीं है इनका बहुत उधर पैसा
मेरे पैसे
मेरी भी है पिंकल
सीबी आ गए
कौन प्रिंसिपल
तुम्हें नहीं है मालूम
अबे हेडफोन को
मैंने पोस्ट की बात नहीं
तो
पढ़ाई
उसके आगे बढ़
किसी को लंबा वाला और फिर दिखाई नहीं
हमारे नॉवल बुक
जहाँ मुझको दिखाया है वो दिख रहा है
तो हमें बहुत से
मेरा लगा था
दोनों का बायो का वॉल्यूम 2 के वॉल्यूम 1 के वॉल्यूम 2 में फिजिक्स वॉल्यूम 2 में फिजिक्स है
फिजिक्स का मोशन चैप्टर
ये केमिस्ट्री होगा
केमिस्ट्री है ना इसमें मैटर भी है एटम का सब है
कुछ नहीं है
फिजिक्स भी है बायोलॉजी केमिस्ट्री ये केमिस्ट्री है ये बायो है फिजिक्स
ये फिजिक्स है
ये भी चल हां
और ये केमिस्ट्री
है ना इसमें
एक चैप्टर मोशन में से आया और आपको सेकंड चैप्टर
इसलिए
पेन से कुछ करना है तो
नहीं ना ये मोशन लो
यार गुड इवनिंग क्या हाल है तो कैसे चल रहा है सब हाउ इज एवरीथिंग गुड व्हाट्स योर नेम अद्विका गुड अद्विका व्हिच स्कूल और ये क्या नाम है आपका गौरी गौरी कौन से स्कूल में आप डीएवी नेहरू देन चाइल्ड हाँ रुचा रुचा you are in which school right okay great then HU right
चैतन्य
right ना which school DAV आपका DAV very good so now which topic you have started children स्कूल में क्या टॉपिक स्टार्ट किया है
आप कौन सा
हाँ केमिस्ट्री फर्स्ट वन मैटर इन आवर सराउंडिंग तो आज वो स्टार्ट करते क्यों हेलो ठीक है? So when you're talking about matter in our surrounding, okay, so what is matter? Matter is anything which has mass and occupies what space. You can. Is this marker matter?
Yes.
Yes. This particular spectacle, the glasses, right? This book,
Yes.
this paper,
Yes.
yes. Why? Because they have mass and occupy space. So matter is something which is actually what has got mass and occupies space. So that means one important thing. What is this matter made up of? Matter is made up of large number of particles. Now, how do you say that they are actually what? Made up of particles? Because when you try to break this substance, this particular matter, it becomes small and smaller. And when it becomes small and smaller, okay, and you grate it, you actually what, for example, cut it vertically, horizontally, diagonally, everywhere, and you'll find this, it becomes small and smaller. And this small and smaller means what? The matter is made up of what? Particles. And if matter is made up of particles, definitely between the particles, okay, or between the particles and the matter, there are some spaces between. Right? Okay? Why there are spaces, like suppose you put some amount of ink in water, ink goes inside and finally what? Starts spreading out in all that. That means they start diffusing in those spaces, yes or no?
Yes.
They start spreading out. Diffusing means spreading out of this one substance into another. Solid and liquid in gases or solid in a liquid can diffuse. Like you put some sugar in water, it gets dissolved and then, for example, it spreads out everywhere. Okay? Likewise, when you burn agarbatti or burn corner, you find the particles of that agarbatti start moving into the spaces of gases or air, and you are able to get a smell over there. Mom is preparing, for example, samosas, hot samosas in the kitchen, and you get that fragrance or that smell, good smell of that samosa coming into your nose or nostrils there in the drawing room. And that is why, because there, what happens, the vapors or the particles of that paper or those spices are having more amount of what energy? Kinetic energy. So kinetic energy, because the kinetic energy is because they're hot. So kinetic energy of those particles are faster, more. And due to the kinetic energy, more means what? Temperature is more. So anything which is hot is higher temperature. Anything cold, temperature is lower. Garma garam hai. When you open it, by keeping it over here only, you get the smell. But when samosa is cold, you have to bring it closer to your nose. Then only you are able to get the flavor of the spices. Remember, okay, why? Because diffusion is faster when the temperature is higher. Right? Okay? Likewise, for example, these particles, if you see, for example, these particles, they are continuously moving. Right? Particles are continuously moving. How? Yeah, I told you, the joysticks, when you burn over here, easily they spread out. Okay? So they continuously moving means they are having what energy? Kinetic energy. Anything moving is having kinetic. Anything stationary, potential. So book stationary, state potential. But book starts walking, then that potential energy changes into kinetic. Person is sitting on the chair, he's having potential energy. When he starts getting up and walking down, then he's changing that potential energy to kinetic on the side. Okay? Now, what is important over here? At the same time, when you talk about, for example, if this is a gas, suppose, I mean, whatever matter is there, the air which is there, they start actually what? Moving in a random manner. And they start colliding with the other gas molecule, yes or no? If this is the particle, these are the particles, so this particle move in this manner. Right? this particle also comes over here and dashes against this particle. And once they dash, what happens? This particle moves in this direction, this particle moves in this direction. And not only that, they collide with one another, but also they collide with the walls of the vessel. And when they collide with the walls of the vessel, bang the walls of the vessel, they create a kind of what? Force. And that force on a particular area is referred as what? Pressure of gas. In this room, particles strike, continuously striking. And with the striking, they are exerting a force. And this depends upon how much is the force, how many particles are there in this room. Like for example, instead of taking this, if you are having a car tire, right now, what actually happens? This gas which is you are filling in that particular tire continuously bangs against that particular, for example, tire, yes or no? Now when the quantity of air is more, what is happening? Pressure is more. Pressure is more means what? The car tire will burst out. In summer, we have to keep the pressure inside the car tire less. In winter, it has to be more. Why? Because as the car is running, it is gaining the kinetic energy from the road, from the sides. As a result, what happens? They strike with a greater force, greater energy. Greater energy means what? And wherever weaker rubber is there, it will tear out, go out. Or if the tire is actually what? Coming on the stone is pointed. It's a kind of, for example, the tears out there. If the tire is worn out, not new tire, but it's very dangerous. That's why in summer, car tire should be having less pressure. In winter, it should be more. Why? Because if tire is actually what? Not inflated during winter, what is happening? They become flat. Flat में क्या होगा? Wear and tear ज़्यादा होगा ना? घसेगा वो टायर. तो उसमें क्या होगा? You will have to replace the tire frequently. Summer में आपको ऐसा रखता है. Winter में आपको ऐसा रखता है. Winter में आप टायर में हवा ज़्यादा पड़ सकती है. Why? Temperature is low. Right now, in winter temperature is low. Summer temperature is less. So the pressure should be less. And here the pressure should be more winter. ये तो एग्जांपल दिया है कि समर में अगर आप ऐसा करेंगे तो टायर बर्स्ट होगा. तो आपको समर में क्या करना है? टायर का प्रेशर कम रखना है. एयर का. The concept of pressure. Now we know very well one more thing. Matter, children, are divided into what? 3 types. Mainly. Yes or no? Here, when I am talking about, for example, matter can exist in the solid state. What is solid? The particles in the matter are what? Are closely packed. The particles, they are having spaces, but spaces are less. You can see this. That means this marker is what? For example, marker is having what? No spaces inside. Why? I am pressing it. Particles are not going inside. And then space is not there at all. Just like our local train, you must have seen. What happens to the local train? आराम से बैठ जाइए, relax. अद्विका, आराम से बॉडी को लूज रख लीजिए सब लोग. ठीक है? कोई भी टेंशन मत, ऐसे टेंशन मत बैठिए. ठीक है? Keep your body loose, आराम से पीछे टेक लीजिए. क्या नाम आपका? रुचा. पीछे आराम से, क्योंकि ऐसे से ब्लड सर्कुलेशन पूरा नहीं आएगा ब्लड हेड में. आराम से बैठ के पीछे टेक लीजिए. अच्छा देखिए, यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स ने यहाँ पे अपना स्कूल क्लास में बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट दिया. ओके, फिर क्या होगा? आपको पीछे पेन नहीं होगा. Because you do sit for 2 hours and after that 3 hours and sometimes 6 hours. बाद में 4 घंटे. Because when you go in higher class, you will have to sit for 6 hours. Yeah, na? Okay. I'll just tell you to write when तभी लिखना है. Because reading, writing, learning, listening, writing. Listening, writing and reading. 3 skills आना चाहिए आपको. Life में you will be successful. Okay? और कुछ नहीं. खाली लिसनिंग करना है, फिर उसको राइटिंग करना है, उसके पहले रीडिंग करना है. अब रीड ऑलरेडी आई हैव डन, so I'm just explaining. Now you're listening. After this you will write and then we'll read. तीनों चीज होना चाहिए. Now look at the particles are compact. Look at this. One particle is not alarming. Why? It's like local train. What is local train? You must have seen. The compartment is packed inside. Like some people, they want to, for example, climb at the Nehru station, especially early morning. They say, "अरे अंदर जाओ, अंदर जाओ." अरे अंदर जगह ही नहीं, किधर जाए? And then the moment they start pushing, जो अंदर है तो दूसरा स्टेशन में गिर जाते हैं. Yes or no? और जो वहां से पुश आता है तो ये वाले स्टेशन वाले गिर जाते हैं. बड़ा टग ऑफ वॉर चलता है उधर, right? So immediately क्या होता है? Like people are not having space, so more number of trains are pushed inside during peak hours, morning time. हॉट ट्रेन्स को पुश करते हैं. बट प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा है? रेलवे लाइन एक ही दो है, उसमें हम लोग को ट्रेन को बीच बीच में रुकना पड़ता है. Okay? Anyway, now this is here, this particular solid cannot be compressed. But before that, how it is a solid? They have a definite volume. ये देखो, ये इसका definite volume है. Cylindrical. So we can use that particular formula for cylinder and find out the volume of this. Right now, ये cuboid है, duster. Definite volume है. और इसका definite shape दिख रहा है आपको. Yes or no? So they have definite volume and definite shape. Why? Because they have strong forces of attraction between these particles. Okay, one more thing over here. Particles attract each other. And not only attract, they also have repulsion. But no attraction में जाता है. कैसे? Look at this. This, or you take this finger, and all of you just place the finger in this manner, vertically. ऐसा हाथ ऊपर आगे लाइए और ऐसा ये vertical रखिए. हाँ. Usaif, is your finger becoming longer? नहीं ना, ऐसे तो कोई बोलेगा नहीं. रुचा, your finger is becoming longer. नहीं, क्यों? Attraction is there. Okay, that's all. Now what is important means अगर आप ऐसा करके रखेंगे बहुत देर तक, वो ऐसा लटकेगा नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि इसके बीच में attraction है. Attract particles, जो finger में particles है, muscles है, tissues जो भी है, they attract each other. They keep binded. Okay, and the single piece of this marker indicates that there is an attraction. अगर suppose attraction नहीं होता सब crumble down हो जाते ना, ऐसे नहीं होते. So attraction, so definitely due to attraction, these particles they attract. The particles attract each other very strongly. Attraction is strong. Okay, and since attraction is strong, they are not actually what? Not mobile. Right? They are not mobile, means they are not moving. They cannot move. Freedom of motion. Motion is minimum. Is not there. Yes or no, children? एक solid move कर सकते हैं. आपका finger move किया क्या? नहीं. Stationary यानी वो पूरा tight है. Then at the same time, here these solids cannot be compressed. Can you compress a solid? Look at this. I'm compressing it. ये बुक को तुम कंप्रेस कर पा रहे हो क्या? नहीं, क्योंकि अंदर पेजेस पूरा भरे हैं. अगर पेजेस को निकाल के खाली कवर पेज को मैं करूं तो हो सकता है. क्यों? कवर पेज थोड़ा दूर दूर है, सपोज उन लोगों को प्रेस कर. और अगर कवर पेज चिपक गया तो उन लोगों को कंप्रेस नहीं कर सकते. Okay, just an example. So here this is something compressed. What about if I just heat this solid, writing from here and writing press. Okay, I start heating this. Let us say this is nothing but what? Ice cubes. Ice cubes are there. This is one ice cube. Now when I heat it, क्या हो जाएगा children? Yes, बहुत ही अच्छा बोला. These particles will be moving little bit far apart. Yes or no? When they move far apart, what is happening over here? The attraction between these particles is the attraction, that means they move little bit away from each other. But attraction is there. Yes or no? Okay. Here, and due to that, okay, they have volume, but shape changes. Yes or no? Like suppose you put this liquid in this particular container, it will have this shape, yes or no? And if you have, for example, this type of container, ठीक है, कैसा हो जाएगा ना, zigzag. And if you are having this type of container, यो ये देखो ये कंटेनर में ये शेप आ जाएगा ना, चल क्यों? Shape is changing. In other words, shape is not having a definite shape. Likewise, here attraction is strong, here attraction is less. Spaces is more. Freedom of motion is not there. Freedom of motion is definitely there, little bit more, yes or no? At the same time, can they be compressed? No, we cannot compress a liquid because already there is nothing inside. थोड़ा सा compress होगा, but that is negligible. And this particular process of converting a solid into liquid is called as melting point, children. You melting. Clear? And what is the temperature at which the solid ice converts into liquid water? Slightly above zero. Yes or no? Whatever. Now, what is important over here to understand? Got it? So what is important for you to understand is that this particular solid which is there, liquid which is there, this compression cannot be done. They are in motion. Their particle spaces are actually what? More. Attraction is less. Attraction इधर लिख देता हूँ, नहीं तो क्या होगा आपको लगेगा कि वो okay, freedom of motion is more. And then finally what I do, I take heat it further. This particular, when I heat it further, this here the bond breaks, the particles का जो attraction break हो जाता है at one point of time. And let us say it converts into what? Gas. Yes or no? And the forces of attraction over here, children, क्या हो जाएगा? Forces of attraction will be very, very negligible. Yes or no? ये ना के बराबर हो force. That means here the freedom of motion is maximum. Yes or no? Here, can we compress them? Yes, we can compress them. Why? Like for example, the gases can be compressed. Why? Because spaces are more. So like LPG, CNG, right now, compressed natural gas. What actually happens? When you actually what? You must have seen in the petrol pump. When they start pumping that particular gas inside, compressed, and when the moment they take out, some gas which is actually expands very strongly, and therefore what? They produce sound. Right now? This is something which, that means they have compressed with a high pressure. जैसे pressure छूटता है, वो आवाज देता है. Right now? LPG is what? Liquefied petroleum gas, compressed gas. CNG, compressed natural gas. Yes or no? Here, that means they can be compressed. The freedom of motion is maximum. Spaces is maximum. Space maximum. And the temperature at which is happening, okay, is called as boiling point. Like child gets lesser marks. Mother says my blood is boiling. Boiling means उनको बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है. Blood boil हो रहा है अंदर. क्यों? Marks कम मिल रहे. बहुत मैंने पढ़ा लेकिन marks कम मिले क्योंकि मैंने I became blank during examination. Boiling point. What is the boiling point of water? 100 degrees Celsius. Same way when you children, when you cool it, जब आप cool करेंगे गैस को या वेपर को, क्या हो जाता है? Start condensing. What is that? For example, जैसे for example यहाँ पे if you are keeping a ice cold container, let us say Coca-Cola, okay, from your let us say refrigerator, you take it out. What happens? The particles of air or moisture, they get condensed, ना? जो एयर का जो मॉइस्चर है वो यहाँ पे आके चिपक जाता है. क्यों? ये कूलर एरिया है. चिपक मीन्स दे कंडेंस मीन्स दे स्टार्ट अट्रैक्टिंग ईच अदर. जैसे एयर इधर आ गया, ये पार्टिकल जो इधर है उसको अट्रैक्ट कर लिया और इन लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? अट्रैक्शन से क्या होगा? वेट गेन होगा, मीन्स दे बिकम bigger particles, and once they become bigger particles, under the force of gravity, they start trickling down. और यहाँ पे आपको पानी दिखाई देगा, yes or no? इसका मतलब है अंदर का पानी नहीं है, बाहर का जो मॉइस्चर है या ह्यूमिडिटी है वो कंडेंस हुआ है. गैसेस जो वेपर्स है वो कंडेंस हुआ एयर. ओके, ऑन कूलिंग, बिकॉज ये कूलिंग है, cold, ice cold. Likewise, same way, when this particular liquid converts into what? Solid, that means you cool it, it converts back into solid. Okay, below 0 degrees Celsius. This is above 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, they can be compressed. Okay, this one gas. So the most compressed state of matter is what? Solid. Less compressed, liquid. Least compressed, this one. Again, okay. Fourth state of matter, plasma. What is plasma? When you actually what? For example, see the flame. When there is a campfire and some flames actually what? Are produced by heating this wood. What actually happens? Some kind of wavy kind of thing above the flame, you will see plasma. And when a person is sitting on the other side, you will find that his face is moving. Yes or no? It's nothing but plasma. The next state of matter is what? Light beam, laser. Fifth state of matter. Sixth state of matter is what? Mind, thought waves. And seventh state of matter is children, God. Sattva state. Highest state of matter is God, people will say. Okay? Therefore, these are all they are not energy, they are not matter, they are antimatter. Antimatter means energy. जो दिखता नहीं है, invisible. Light दिख रहा है, लेकिन I'm not able to catch particles. Okay? So in a way, they are actually what? They are so small that they are existing in the particles as well as what? In the form of energy. But particles को हम लोग catch नहीं कर पाए. Why? They are scattered. But यही चीज हम लोग एकदम thin beam लेंगे. It comes on the upper eyes. अगर एक thin beam अगर यहाँ पे डाल दिया तो आपको दिखेगा ना एक लाल कलर का light. You must have seen ना. It is that time you can come to know, yes, it's like many particles are striking over here. Of course, that is the higher part. So this is not there in your syllabus at this. देखो. maximum short form means here the forces of attraction are have maximum freedom of motion. They are having a lot of motion. Okay. Okay. So what are the four terms? Melting point, boiling point, or melting, boiling. When a solid converts into liquid, melting. When a liquid converts into gas, boiling. When a gas changes back into liquid, condensation. When a liquid changes into solid, it is freezing. It's a kulfi freeze होता है. Kulfi आप what is milk and sugar and for example that kulfi powder or ice cream powder you mix, stir it, keep in the deep freezer, and you'll find after some time it gets converted into solid. Yes or no? Okay? So this is something which is, for example, states of matter. What is important over here is that how will you say that there are spaces between? So for that, what you can do is that you can take today this experiment you can do at home. What children? What you can do is that you can, for example, take a container in which, let us say, transparent container like glass, and you mark the particular, for example, level of that water, partially fill it with water, and then add 1 spoon of what? Sugar or salt, whatever. जैसे sugar आपने डाला, ठीक है? ये particles पहले अपना, they will start moving in different directions. I mean, of course, they are heavy, so they will first settle down, and then you start stirring them. ठीक है ना? They'll start moving, and finally they will dissolve, isn't it? Yo, Achulka, dissolve होने के बाद what I see, am I finding that this water level is increased? No. क्योंकि इसके बीच में जो स्पेसेस थे उसके अंदर जाके शुगर बैठ गए हैं. क्यों चिल्ड्रन? आराम से समझो. ये देखो, ये जो बीच में स्पेसेस डार्क कलर का जो सर्कल बना है, ठीक है, वो शुगर है. I follow my point. What is important over here to understand is that level had it changed. But there was one story, you know that. What was the story? ये क्या था? बहुत ही famous story when you were in smaller standard. Interesting, right? The crow was very much thirsty. ठीक है ना? So वो क्या हुआ? उसने देखा कि पानी बहुत कम है इसमें. तो उन्होंने क्या किया? बाजू में lot of pebbles were there, stones were there. Started picking up one by one and throwing it. Stone, what they did? They occupied the spaces of water, and पानी ऊपर आता गया. Crow पी के चला गया. Thirsty crow, very famous. But you say, sir, against this, इसमें क्या हो रहा है? Dissolve हो रहा है. इसमें stone dissolve नहीं हो रहा है. That is the difference. Okay? So you will say, sir, I have read and water level was increasing, and you are saying that it's actually what will remain same. Oh, insoluble substance is soluble. Okay? Now do you say, for example, the solids are made up of large number of tiny particles. Okay? What is important over here? For example, here, what I do, I take potassium permanganate. What I do? Potassium permanganate. पहले पानी लो और उसमें 1-2 ग्रेन पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट डालो. What is potassium permanganate? Potassium permanganate is actually what? A germ killer. We have used in pandemic. वो एक ऐसा छोटा शीशे में मिलता है, ग्रेन रहता है पर्पल कलर का, उसको पानी में डालो तो पिंक कलर आ जाता है, पर्पल कलर. ठीक है? And after washing with soap, and that vessel used to be put in that bucket containing potassium permanganate, and they used to kill germs. Then we used to use in pandemic because vinyl and all those things were sanitizer were very costly. People just started using this potassium permanganate. During the pandemic or epidemic, जो contagious disease रहता है, वो ये use करते हैं potassium permanganate. We suppose आप पानी पी रहे हैं, आपका germs अगर वही ग्लास दूसरा use कर रहा है, after washing also germs may be there. ऐसा बोलते हैं. Okay? Now potassium permanganate डालो, pink color इधर आ जाएगा. Okay, 100 ml you have taken pink color. Take 10 ml from this vessel and then put in another vessel containing 90 ml water. इसमें डाल कर फिर ये पिंक कलर थोड़ा सा फेड हो जाएगा, फिर और आगे चलो, फिर वापस इस पर डालो और फेड होता जाएगा. Means pink color will persist for some longer time, indicating कि एक बड़ा particle is becoming smaller and smaller. Yes or no? That's why pink color is persisting. Na? First color will be very much dark, then less, still lesser, still lesser. I'll put this. Clear? So let's read the content. Okay? पढ़िए first. Good. Introduction. Ratvika will read one sentence, then Gauri will read second, Rucha will read third, Hussein fourth, and Chaitanya fifth. ठीक है ना? एक सेंटेंस पढ़ेंगे और इससे कि will come to know कि इसमें कुछ points है लोग ने नहीं सीखा है. Then I will explain. Come on, first. So what we have done? Listening, writing, and now reading. Come on, first.
Everything in this universe is made up of material which scientists have named matter.
Yes. आगे बहुत ही अच्छा पढ़ा, सुंदर वे में पढ़ा. इसमें ये पूरा एनर्जी दीजिए. गौरी पढ़िए.
Everything is matter. As we look around, all the things occupy space and are mass.
Yes.
In other words, they have both mass and volume. Early Indian philosophers classified matter in the form of 5 basic elements.
Pancha Tattva. What is Pancha? Tattva means elements, not substances. So we are made up of combination of 5 substances. One is our skin is mud, earth बोलते हैं. ठीक है ना? ये मट्टी में मिल जाता है सब. ठीक है. Second अपना water. Water is there. 70% of the body's weight is water. The third is what? Air. Yes. Right is said. Air. Inhalation, exhalation, air. Fourth is our stomach is like a kitchen where combustion, every time combustion process takes place. Fire will because of heat, digestion. Okay? And last but not the least, space. That's why people are advised that they should not eat till here. Why? फिर सांस लेने को नहीं होगा. आपको कम because space रखना है आपका body. जैसे कि जो whenever digestion takes place, थोड़ा सा वो actually what effervescence आता है. Effervescence is reflux, and as a result, you might find, for example, that sometimes vomiting takes place if you have till here. So space रखना है. Next one, like suppose imagine that this wall is where on the top. Yes or no? अगर ये इतना तक रख दिया, what is that? घुटन जैसा है, suffocation. वैसे आपने इतना तक खाना खा लिया, खाना इधर तक खाया, ना स्पेस मिला. Stomach में 80% ही खाना खाना है. You can have it after some time again, but you should not overfill your stomach. Otherwise, it might be problematic for you. Come on, then.
Modern day scientists have evolved this kinds of classification of matter based on its physical properties and against.
पुलिस मनीष हो गया. चलिए. उसे
Physical nature of matter. Matter is made up of particles. Particles of matter are small. There are millions of tiny particles in just one crystal of a substance, which keeps on dividing themselves into smaller and smaller particles. Characteristics of particles of matter. Particles of matter have spaces between them. Particles of one type of matter get into the spaces between particles of the other.
This shows that there is enough space between particles of matter. However, the original level of the liquid does not rise.
Yes. What do you?
Particles of matter are continuously moving. Particles of matter will continuously moving. That is, it possesses what we call kinetic energy. As the temperature rises, particles move faster. So, with increasing temperature, the kinetic energy of the particles also increases.
Particles have interparticle spaces. Particles of matter intermix on their own with each other. They do so by getting into the spaces between the particles. This intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own is called diffusion. On heating, diffusion becomes faster. Particles of matter attract each other. Particles of matter have force acting with each other. This force keeps the particles together. The strength of this force of attraction varies from one kind of matter to another.
States of matter. Matter around us exist in three different states: solid, liquid, and gas. These states of matter arise due to the variation in the characteristics of the particles of matter.
The solid state. Solids have a definite shape, distinct boundaries, and fixed volumes. That is, they have negligible compressibility.
Flexibility.
They have a tendency to maintain their shape when subjected to outside force.
Yes.
They may break under force, but it is difficult to change their shapes. So they are.
That's why they are rigid, isn't it? Rigidity का मतलब क्या है? Not flexible. Cannot bend this easily. नहीं क्यों? ये break हो जाएगा. ये bend नहीं. क्योंकि इन लोगों का compression में, I mean, like for example, change of shape is not there in that dictionary. Why? Because they are rigid. Here, it means not flexible. So, like people they say, sir, you are stubborn. Stubborn का मतलब है तुम सुनते नहीं. Like parents so many times they tell you, मेरे बच्चे सुनते हैं क्या? ये बोलो तो अपना ना बोलते हैं. Stubborn, rigid, ठीक है ना? Oh, you do? That's what people they say. What they say is, you have to be. Huh? You should be rigid. You should be obedient. Obey करना सीखो. So then, next one.
The liquid state. Liquids have no
Just like that, for example, traffic havaldar, what they do, they hide in one place. Anybody breaks the signal, immediately 200 rupees fine. Why? They break the rules, and when they break the rules, in what? Definitely, and they are very rigid. 500 से कम नहीं चले, ठीक है? और तब तुम वहाँ पर बैठेंगे. It's very tough nut to crack. Okay? Because you have broken the rules, so you have to pay for it. Come on.
Liquids have no fixed shapes, but we have a fixed volume.
Yes. What do you argue?
They take up the shape of a container in which they are kept. Liquids flow and change shape.
Yes.
They are not rigid but can be called fluid.
Yes, fluid, because liquids are mobile, isn't it? That's why they have fluidity. Solids are having no fluidity, no mobility. Come on, then, what do you?
Solids and liquids can diffuse into liquids.
Yes.
The gases from the atmosphere diffuse and dissolve in water.
Yes.
These gases, especially oxygen and carbon dioxide,
Hmm.
are essential for the survival of aquatic animals and plants.
Yes.
The aquatic animals can live underwater due to the presence of lot of water. Thus, even that solids and gases can diffuse. The rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than that of solids. This is due to the fact that in the liquid state, particles move freely and have greater safety to each other as compared to particles in solids.
The gaseous state. Gases are highly compressible and compared to solids and liquids. The liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) cylinder that we get in our home for cooking, or the oxygen supplied to hospitals in cylinders is compressed gas. Compressed natural gas (CNG)
Compressed natural gas. Hmm.
is used as fuel these days in vehicles. Due to its high compressibility, large volumes of gas can be compressed into a small cylinder and
Yes. Okay. So next one.
Due
What
to
is-
high speed of particles and large current space between them, gases show the ability of diffusion very fast into other gases.
Spreading. Right now?
In gaseous
Buddy.
state, the particles move about randomly at high speed. Due to this random movement, the particles hit each other and also the walls of the container.
Great.
This pressure exerted by the gas is because of this force exerted by gas particles per unit area
Per unit area, yes.
on the walls of the container.
Matter can change its state. Water can
एक
exist.
मिनट वो कौन सा पढ़ रहे हैं आप?
Matter can change its state.
नहीं, वो अभी तक आए नहीं ठीक है आप पास से लोग नेक्स्ट टाइम लेक्चर टर्न टू पेज नंबर एनसीईआरटी क्वेश्चंस होमवर्क फॉर यू एनसीईआरटी क्वेश्चंस किधर है राइट उसमें पहला क्वेश्चन क्या है चेयर इज अ मैटर यस सेकंड क्या है अद्विका एयर इज अ मैटर यस देन Love is a matter? No. Sir, I am loving it. Means what? McDonald's ad है. Burger you are eating and you are liking it. Okay? So it's like an emotion for everybody. And as a result, you say, sir, it is anti-matter. Because there is a question of feelings over there. Yes or no? किसी को अच्छा लगे नहीं लगे वो अपना था. The next one? Smell is also not matter. Smell. अभी किसी को smell आ रहा है, किसी को नहीं आ रहा है. Means what? It is not actually what? A question of our sensory organs. And that means it is not a matter. Then, hey, sir, I am hating him. Means what? So, hate kar, dusra like kar hai, means what? That means one can say it is again a question of feelings. Yes or no? Emotions. It is antimatter. Thought process. Thought process. बादाम तो खाने की चीज तो डेफिनेटली मैटर हो गया चलो देन थॉट प्रोसेस अगेन इट इज अ एंटी मैटर अभी पता है ना माइंड वेव तो देन cold oh I am having cold how will I make it I am not able to understand how many people are having cold including me जब तक हम लोग ऐसे नहीं करेंगे शुरुक नहीं करेंगे yes or no okay अब जब शुरुक होगा तो अरे having cold then you please wear mask people they say okay no problem we'll wear it today I have not got it ऐसा करके देख लेते so when people they do this behavior then only we come to know otherwise मालूम ही नहीं पड़ता किसको cold है किसको नहीं हो right next one cold drink definitely I told you it's a matter okay next one so cold is not actually what cold is not a matter of cold drink is a खाली cold लिखा है तो so next one perfume yes somebody comes with a perfume you know for example on the clothes so you are able to smell it and what is that smell is not actually what only smell is matter antimatter but smell of the perfume is what slowly diffusing in the atmosphere it is a matter next give reason पढ़िए
The smell of hot sizzling food reaches up several meters away. But to get this smell from hot food, you have to go close.
yes you have to go closer yes or no पढ़िए चैतन्य
Its supply to matter increases its kinetic energy
Yes.
in intermolecular spaces. So the particles of hot sizzling food leave the vessel as they get extra kinetic energy from the heat and reach our noses. Thus, we can smell the food cooked in the kitchen even though we are far away from it. But cold food particles have little kinetic energy and do not move fast, so we have to go close to the food to smell it.
yes क्या हुआ
A diver is able to cut through water in a swimming pool. Which property of matter does this observation show?
yes बोलिए diver is able to cut the water why it is able to cut because intermolecular forces are less intermolecular spaces are more पढ़िए आगे पढ़िए
Liquids have larger intermolecular spaces and the intra-physical forces are weak. Hence the diver.
intermolecular inter लिखा कि inter
Intra-physical.
inter लिखो inter intermolecular forces Intermolecular, physical wrong.
physical
physical forces.
अरे बाबा intermolecular change कीजिए उसको. Intermolecular spaces. इंटर किधर लिखा है? इसके आगे. चलो पढ़ो.
Intra-physical forces are being. Hence, the diver is able to.
इंट्रा फिर से तुमने इंट्राफिजिकल कोड पढ़ा. इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर. बोलो. Liquids have large intermolecular spaces and intermolecular forces. इंट्राफिजिकल नहीं है ये. इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर वापस लिखो, फोर्सेस वैसे रहने दो. वही जो आगे वर्ड इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर लिखा है ना, वही इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर इधर लिखो. अरे कितनी बार ये पढ़ा. बोलो इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर लिखो उसको फिर से वही वर्ड रिपीट करो, बट उसके आगे फोर्सेस आने चाहिए. बराबर. इसीलिए सुनो, लिसनिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट.
Intermolecular
Forces are weaker.
Hence, the diver
Is able to cut through that. Yes or no? देखो कोई अपना स्विमिंग क्या करेगा, सब इधर से जंप मार के ये लैंड पे अपना उसको स्विमिंग करना है तो करेगा क्या? ये ऐसे जंप मार के डाइव करके इधर आएगा, लैंड फोड़ देगा ना. क्यों? क्योंकि उसका इंटरमोलिकुलर फोर्सेस स्ट्रांग है और द स्पेसेस है ही नहीं. सर अंदर कैसे जाएंगे? बट लिक्विड में स्पेसेस है, इसलिए उसको लगेगा नहीं जाता. फिर भी लिक्विड में लगता है अगर सब उसको स्प्लैश करता है, बिकॉज उसका भी फोर्सेस स्ट्रांग है, लेकिन वो अलाउ करता है बिकॉज spaces are little bit larger. So question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A and B. Homework. लिख के लाना next time. Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A and B. Okay, children? I think so. We'll stop over here. 6 तक लेके आना है. ये जो difference है ना वो दिया था इधर. So now you relax. लिख के आपको क्या करना है? पहले read करना है, learn करना है. Don't mug it up. Read करो, learn करो, try to recall those points, underline those keywords. उसी पे I will ask you 2 questions as a surprise exam. ठीक है ना? So that you will write. Followed? So thank you very much. Time is up. Relax for it. 1 unit you do. Then we'll go ahead with the मैथ्स लेक्चर. क्यों? मैथ्स है ना अभी? क्या होमवर्क क्या है? 6 questions, learn and then write, and then next time you will get a test, surprise test, which is called as Sadhva. What is Sadhva? Surprise closed textbook assignment. NCT का क्वेश्चन है ना, सरप्राइज क्लोज टेक्स्टबुक असाइनमेंट. सटवा. एक सोटवा भी होता है. व्हाट इज सोटवा? सरप्राइज ओपन टेक्स्टबुक असाइनमेंट. जहाँ ओपन बुक इन्हें बुक से आप देख के लिखें, पर हम लोग सटवा कर रहे हैं, नॉट सोटवा. ठीक है? नेक्स्ट टाइम हम लोग, because I am giving 6 questions only. When I give more number of questions, then सोटवा this. Okay, but 6 क्वेश्चन आपको एक वीक में आराम से एक दिन में पढ़ेंगे आराम से. नेक्स्ट टाइम इट विल बी सोटवा दिस टेस्ट. थैंक यू.
मेरे को तू रीड कर रहा था एक वर्ड का आर्टिकल तो मेरे को धर्म शिक्षा. अरे धर्म शिक्षा वाला वर्ड कैसे रीड कर रहा है? धर्म शिक्षा का आपके पास यार तो मेरे को वो डायरेक्टली याद है. मैं हंसने लगूं बीच में. बड़ा